What's up guys, so this is Black Cross again, and guys, this is a recap of what we had analyzed earlier on. So earlier on, yesterday actually, I made a video which I actually uploaded today early in the morning, and it was about the analysis, what we were expecting to happen in the market. And you can see guys, this was our target, and we could see, like you can see, actually gold managed to get to the point that we wanted, right? Which is it even surpassed it, because we were targeting 1835, but we saw it coming down to 1830. So right now the next question is, what is the next stop for gold? Right now, before we actually even proceed, what is happening in the market right now is ranging. The market is ranging between 1830 and 1838. Yeah, so that is what is actually happening in the market. So the question is, how will the market break out? So before I actually do that, just a second, I know this is going to have, like, let me just do this first, so I convert it to something like a 1 hour time frame. Yeah, then maybe go back to when that, yeah. So guys, you can see what's happening in the market right now. Yeah, this, you can see the market is actually ranging between these two zones, 1830 and 1838. So what is the next step? So the next step for gold, for me, in a ranging market, you have to expect like two kinds of breakout: a breakout going upwards and a breakout going downwards. So for me, what I expect in the market, if at all there will be a breakout from these two zones, let me just draw it so that everyone will just understand what I'm trying to say. We have these two zones over here. I'm just going to try and make this line as thin as possible, and we also have this one over here. Now I'm not going to draw the bottom one, because this is where we are at. Yeah, and this zone over here is also my zone of interest, this level. Right, so right now the market is actually ranging between these two zones, between these two zones. If only I can have the plug. Between these zones over here. So here's the thing, we might have a breakout going upwards, or a breakout to the downside. Right, so what should I expect, like, in the market? If at all gold might, if at all it's going to break out going to the upside, because generally if you look at it in 1 hour time frame or 4 hours time frame or even 1 day time frame, you'll notice that actually gold have been bearish for quite some time. And now what to expect in the market is that if at all this is going to break out of this zone going to the upside, it might just go upside to level 1848, after which I'll expect it to come down a little. But if at all it's going to break out to the downside, I'll expect it to drop to level 1823, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 1823 or even 1816, around these zones. You can see I already marked this zone to be 1823 or 1826. Why 1823? So when it comes to 1823, the reason why I select 1823, let me just show you something. this zone. This is 1824, and this level over here. Yeah, so this before gold decided to become bullish, let me just show you. This is the point where we could see like some strong movement in the market to the upside, and this was 1823. So during this time, like if you look at it at a higher time frame, let me try and look at it in 4 hours time frame. It will be less noisy. Yeah, so this is a higher time frame. Yeah, so yeah, around this zone, after this, let me see if I can just, come on. Okay, so around this zone, this was when we had like a strong push to the upside. There was something that actually triggered the market to the upside around this zone over here. If you can see the kind of movement that we had on the in the market during this period. So right now what we have is like a push. What we expect was just a little push to the upside around these zones over here, 1841, and if it can go like a little bit higher, maybe it will come up to around 1849. So guys, if you want to see what I'm actually doing, I'm looking at some of the zones that I had marked earlier on in my, when I was analyzing the market. Like you can see these lines, I'm just trying to extend them to this level over here. You can see I actually draw another one. So this zone over here, this is around 1848, 1850. Just go back, I'll just return this line. So the same applies to this one. This was the first zone, and then we had this other line that we drew earlier on. This is where we had like a strong push after this bearish move, but we saw like buyers around this zone were a bit stronger, so they were able to push the market to the upside, right? So what I expect, if the buyers around this zone won't be strong enough to push the market to the upside, then we'll be able to see the market coming down to level 1823 first, before actually proceeding to 1816 or even 1800. So those are some of the zones that I've always marked for me in gold, that you'll see like some kind of some push, some bullish movement in the market, or bearish movement in the market. So for me right now, the market is actually ranging. So as the market ranges, we are waiting for a breakout around this zone. What happened is the market came down, and right now it's trying to gather its energy first before we can actually know, depending on the pattern that we'll have in the ranging market, we'll be able to determine the kind of breakout that we're going to have. So remember guys, after breakout there is always a retest to the same zone before actually going down, but that doesn't actually happen every single time. At times you might get like a very strong movement from one level to another level before actually even having like a chase to the support or even resistance zones. So for me right now, gold is ranging. So if you are thinking of making profits in a ranging market, I will always advise that you trade using a lower time frame. A lower time frame that is like 15 to 30 minutes time frame, or even 5 minutes time frame on a ranging market. That will help you to actually make your profits so easily. If you want to trade in a ranging market, I wouldn't really advise trading with or analyzing your charts with a 4-hour time frame, because right now what we have, like this is a 4-hour time frame. I'm trying to analyze the charts. You can see this is just one candlestick, blah blah blah, and this is a bit confusing. But if you want to analyze it in like 15 minutes time frame, yeah, you'll be able to see like a lot of movement. And now you can imagine what really happens in 5 minutes time frame. Yeah, so this is 5 minutes time frame. So if you want to make like profits within like a ranging market, it's always advisable to try it out with a smaller time frame. It's so easier to know your entries and your exit, but you have to be careful with the patterns in the market, so that because with a smaller time frame, you never know when the market is going to break out easily, unless if you're keen with the patterns in the market, and you have to keep on checking the patterns that is being created, the patterns that are being created within like a higher time frame, right? Yeah, so ranging market, people might make like, it's a good opportunity. Some people kind of make like a lot of profit trading in a ranging market, but if you feel like it's kind of hectic or maybe confusing, you might consider maybe trading in a higher time frame. Ranging markets, the people can trade in a ranging market, but if you're not that person who is good in trading in a ranging market, you might consider looking at some other pairs. So this is it. So the chances are that, okay, what we were talking about is the market going up to around this level 1848. It might even break out, it might even come to level 1857 before actually going down, but that is if it will break out from this zone, this ranging market between zone 1838 and 1832. So guys, that is it for gold. We also did an analysis for JPY. So guys, you can see like this is one of the zones, like the market actually did break out from this zone, just like what I drew over here. And guys, if you are keen enough, you remember I told you like you should pay so much attention to what actually happened in the market around this zone. And if I'm not wrong, let's just try and see what actually happened in the market. So this is what happened, the same thing, but we saw the market coming down to this level, and we saw like buyers trying to push the market to the upside. So if these buyers are going to succeed to push this market to the upside, then I will be actually looking out for more buys for GBP, JPY. For me, I strongly believe, like I have this, my analysis on GBP, JPY is that it's just gonna rise to this level over here, 167. So this is one of my most interesting zones. So once the market gets to this point, we'll be able to determine where the next point or the next stop for GBP, JPY. So this was the coin that we analyzed, and guys, you can see like this was a critical zone for us, and the market, the sellers around this zone, they were strong. They were able to push the market from 1862 to 1860. So right now we can see like buyers are trying to push the market to the upside. So the pattern that is actually being created is a beautiful like upward trend. Let me just delete these other zones, because we already gotten out of these zones. These were for my analysis, and I want to actually, okay, so guys, yeah, this line, I don't think if it's really, so this is what's happening in the market. We can see like an upward movement from this level to this level. You can see like the lower levels are getting higher. We have like higher lows as we keep moving upwards, and higher highs as we keep moving upwards. Yeah, so what I expect maybe is for a breakout. Let's see if there will be like a strong breakout, or if the market will come back to level 1859 first. But if it comes to level 1859, it will have disrupted this lower high, the previous lower high. But let's see. I strongly believe that GBP, JPY still have like a higher chance of it going up to 16 167, sorry, 167. So for me, let's wait and see what the market is going to do. So guys, that's my analysis. I'm still strong on buys when it comes to GBP, JPY, because I actually love analyzing my charts on a higher time frame. So whenever I enter the market, I actually rely on the higher time frame more than like a lower time frame. But it's always good to not just rely on a one time frame, but to go back to like these other time frames, so that you just you can actually tell what is actually happening in the market. So you can see, like, even with this GBP, JPY, there has been like some ranging in the market, and you're waiting for a breakout. So the question is the breakout going to be on the upside or the downside? So yeah, for me, I'm vouching for this. Let's see if the market will keep moving upwards, because if at all it doesn't actually succeed on the upward movement, then that will mean that GBP, JPY will be going down, which is not what we want at the moment, because it has been going down for quite some time now, and we were actually hoping for like a breakout to the upside before actually dropping down again. So guys, that's my analysis for today. I hope that this video actually helped. If you have any question, you can leave your question in the comment sections, and I'll be able to assist or even to respond to the questions. So guys, up until next time, goodbye.